So let's draw. For drawing, what we have to do is we don't have to stretch it or make it very big. We have to try to put everything as center as possible with enough space on all the sides so that the colors can go from here and there, because we are approaching it in a loose style. So we want the play of colors to be there. So try to position the fruits in such a way that we have enough space on all the sides. So randomly just put a mark for the pear. Okay, and then once the pear is there, because pear is the biggest one, so once this is there, rest everything will fall in place. And the best thing about the fruit is that the drawing is very simple. It a fruit can become a slightly bigger or smaller, so it will not hamper anything. So that's why until unless your grapes are smaller than the apple, it's fine. rest rest can like rest everything is okay. Like if there is some mistake or something, then it also it's fine. So therefore the fruits and still life are good things to practice, because uh, here if you do a little here and there on the shape of not shape, rather the size of the objects, it won't be that much of a crime like a portrait or cityscape. Sorry.
It won't look as disproportionate.
Yeah, like if you are doing a cityscape and you have ruined the painting, like the drawing, then it is going to be very bad. So here it's okay. So even I am a little not that much worried. If I add 2 grapes more, then it's not going to harm anybody. Just make sure that you follow the pattern of light. So that is the important thing, that like where the light is coming from. So what I am going to do for the light is I'm going to create a kind of uh, a placeholder where I will make sure that there is minimum to less color going. Okay, so that will guide me from not going very dark on certain places. So I am marking these areas where I will keep the highlights. Okay, and here the pear is something where which is not catching the light directly, so it is a little on the dull side, but still I can have a portion marked like that. I can add one more grape. I assume I have more grapes than what I see in the screen, so that's fine. We are not here to count grapes, how many grapes who has painted. We're just here to take inspiration and paint something very beautiful. The same thing becomes super critical when we are doing cityscapes or portrait or human figures, because there the proportion plays a very important role. Here little here and there, because the fruits can overgrow, or either they can be small or they can be big, so that's okay. Fine, so I have marked the places on the grapes which are supposed to reflect the light. Okay, so my drawing is over, and now we will be going ahead with the painting once everybody's drawing is over. And you can make the drawing a little dark or light based on how you want to keep it. We will be using very light tones of colors, but we will be using repeated layering of colors. This portion on the left hand side, this portion is going to be very dark, So this is how we have arranged it. We can see first of all yellow color. Okay. And we can see red color and orange color, and also for the grapes we have dark purple kind of color, right? So so we would need gamboge yellow, we would need some crimson. If you have scarlet, then keep that scarlet also, scarlet or vermilion, anything, any of the two. Keep a little bit of green also, sap green. Keep some sap green with you. So we will be throwing a few colors here, and then we will develop it slowly. So that's why it needs to be a little on the colorful side, and you will notice why I am asking you to have all these colors. So shall we get started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are done.
Yes, sir. Just adding the highlights.
Okay. So first of all, what I am doing is like taking some yellow color and we'll start with, so already one drop has fallen. So we will start with putting the yellow color, and this yellow will be a very light yellow, and we will avoid the area where I have marked. So those are the highlights. Okay, so and let this color go here and there.
Gamboge yellow.
Sorry, gamboge yellow. So
Sir, can I use normal yellow for this?
normal yellow as in what is normal?
Lemon yellow one.
Gamboge will be better. Lemon yellow, if you don't have, then you can use. Any other yellow you have?
Yellow ochre.
Yellow ochre. Okay, use
Yes,
lemon.
sir.
Use lemon yellow. So we want the color to come out of the boundary. Don't restrict yourself to the boundary. People see everything in terms of boundary. You don't see. Okay. Now, what we will do is we will take some blue color and I'll just use a very fast hand movement and throw some colors like that. Okay. Now I'll take some light green color. You can take whatever green you have and just throw the color out. Like allow the color to create some watermarks. Like don't restrict it. Just make sure that the highlight is not being affected. Rest you can be playful with it. Now I am taking some other colors like some purple color here, some yellow ochre, and I am putting it on the outside. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll develop some marks, some textures like this. See, I'm doing it on the left hand side where it is going to get darker. Okay. Don't copy this thing. Do it as your heart says. Don't copy me. Just make sure that the highlights don't get ruined. If you see here also, some of the highlights have got covered, but I am taking some water and washing it away. So let's do this much. Okay, throw in some drops of big drops of water and just leave it like that. So take away any excess color, any yellowish color from the grapes. Rest these three big fruits can have the yellow color. We'll stop here. So now I am taking yellow and orange color, and along with that I am taking loads of water. Okay, so that I want the color, or the this color what we have mixed to be uncontrolled. I should not be able to control it. It should be that watery, but only one control we need, that is it should not go in the highlight. And now we will be working on, just half close your eyes and uh, see the picture. Okay, wherever you find the highlight is not there, and the rest of the portions apart from the highlight, this is the highlight. Apart from this, whichever portion you are seeing, you can fill it with a very mild yellow color. Okay, so we are doing that. We are just leaving the highlight and then covering the rest of the portion with a mild color, which is our yellow and orange color. So near this portion, this is white which we have left. Near this portion we will take this yellow color, and now what we will do is we'll have some crimson. I'll mix some crimson along with this orange color. Orange and crimson will become a nice vibrant orange, but it should be watery. And then I will drop in this color here. See, like this. The color will flow down, but that's fine. Okay, let it flow down. That's okay. We will allow the color to flow down. Go, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी. Okay, let it flow. We'll add more water in the back, in this place, like the foreground, because we want the intensity of the fruit to be more than that of the cloth on which it is. So that's why we'll allow it to flow down. And while it is still wet, we'll take some more orange, and we will impart the orangey uh, tone to the apricot here. See here, like this. So if you see, there is some yellowness in one corner here. We will leave that, and then the rest of the things we will put the orange tinge. And some yellow here. Okay. So right now it will look very absurd because there is no shadow, nothing, but slowly we will reach there. Acha. Now I will take some more crimson color. So I will put some crimson color on this portion. So slowly what is happening is we are slowly playing around with the tones, the darker tones, slowly, very lightly. You just have to keep building. Half close your eyes and see whichever portion is darker, just add more color over there. And wherever you see that it is lighter, just leave that portion. put some other colors also on in the outside, just to separate it from the redness of the apple and plum. Put some blue or some neutral colors outside. Okay, now we have done the basic coloring of these two pairs. This is just the basic one. We are yet to create a lot of tonal values. Now we will work on the background, like the grapes and the pear. So we'll start with the pear because it is a little yellowish. Then we will go to the darker ones, which are the grapes. Okay, so I am taking a little bit of yellow ochre and orange mixed together, and I'm keeping it again very light, and I'm filling the place with this color, keeping in mind I'm not going inside the highlight. Okay, so I am using this color here, and let this color go out on the left hand side, or we can also allow this color to come out from this side also. So let this color go here and there. So the grapes here are very dark, so this color can go inside the grapes also, because this portion anyways is going to be very dark, this side, the left side. Okay, understood? And then what we do is take some orange color and just build the darkness on the left side, and make sure this portion is not dark, this portion. Record.
Recording in progress.
So what we have to do is we have to keep adding dark colors on the left hand side. So like blue, yellow ochre and orange, little concentrated now, that we will put on the left hand side. So the more colors we put on the left hand side, the more brighter the right hand side is going to look. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, and let the colors come down. That's okay. Now what we will do is we will work on the grapes. So for the grapes we will take some crimson and some blue color, so it forms the typical purple color. And first and foremost what we will do is we will use a very light purple, a little like darker maroon, you can say, like less blue, and mm, I will say, I won't say less blue, but I will say more water and less pigments. Okay, so that is what we are doing. Just avoid the highlights. Don't go in the highlights. Here in the if you see in the picture, the highlights are actually um, in a very light purple color. They are not 100% white, but still we will keep them white so that that contrast will come. And another thing is, don't go inside the apricot, or don't go inside the apple. Okay, that strict variation, or that strict boundary has to be there. Okay, and now we will cover all the grapes using this one color without bothering about the boundary of each grape. Okay, we can simply cover, because this is the lightest tone what we are applying to the grape. Apart from the highlights, this is the lightest tone now. So try to use a piece of cloth to suck out water, and make sure you have good control here, because if the grapes come on top of the plum, then it's going to look very bad. It's happening with me here, see. So I have to make sure that I have a proper guide or proper demarcation, so that finally I'm going to darken them. But if it comes inside, then we will lose we'll lose the highlight. Okay, so that's why we'll lose the freshness of colors. That's why let's be a little careful. This brush holds up a lot of water, so that is good and bad. Good thing is it will be very fresh. Bad thing is we might end up entering unwanted spaces. Okay, so we have we have coated all the grapes with this light color, the first color I can say. And then give it a dry. Shall I continue?
One minute, just
Okay.
these grapes.
So just be very careful with the grapes. The grapes, yeah. So here it happened with me, but I am not worried because I will be rectifying them.
Okay.
Now I will shift to another brush, which will be a little. I was using this goat hair calligraphy brush. Now I'll use mop brush, normal mop brush, big size. This will have control as well as it will hold up water. So it's a combination of both. So I'll use them now, because slowly we will be adding. We'll be needing little more control. What about you Arya?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we are going to do is I'm mixing little crimson and orange color, and this apple will get a coat of this color because this apple is primarily in the reddish tone. Okay, so I'm just coating this apple with a coat of this nice transparent red color throughout. Already we have added the other internal layers. Now I am just adding this layer, and it will go like this, and we will have to put a little halo of some light red color over here, like this. Okay, and then we'll take some more red and apply it on this side, like that. So this becomes our apple. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, and maintain the freshness of the highlight, that has to be there. And
This has less water, right? More pigment.
not less water. Water is more, pigment is also more, so little extra. And I am now taking more orange. uh, so I'm taking orange and water, orange color and water for the plum or apricot, I don't know, but something, I think it's apricot. And
Yeah, I think that.
and then adding the orange over here, and also adding orange over this portion. Little green, I can see a little greenish element here, like that. Okay, and take some yellow and just put it, just place the yellow here on this portion, and the same yellow we have to put it here, like that. Okay, give it a nice try. Little bit more orange is needed here. Here, orangey red. Actually this color appears very dark, but actually once it dries it becomes very light, like that. So we will be adding the same thing, same treatment has to be done again and again. We don't have to hurry, but keep working continuously. Then we will take some crimson and blue color. This is for the leftmost edge, crimson and blue color, so it becomes a little purplish. Okay, and let's add some water. Now we will um, use some constraint strokes. Okay, so we'll just constrain or block our strokes at one place, will not allow it to flow like what we were doing earlier. Let's take some orange, block, and put the like, just place the stroke there. Will not move it here and there, just put a dab. Okay, like that, put a dab. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Dab, dab. So I'm just taking dark colors, putting the dark color like that, taking the dark color, putting it like that, then mixing some orange, making it little lighter, and then putting a dab here, then again taking more orange and putting a dab here. So slowly and slowly I'm trying to uh, create or make an effect where I'm just uh, putting the colors, like putting watery colors, placing them. I'm not moving them, just placing it. And here the colors are darker, here slowly the colors are becoming lighter. That is the idea. Okay, now you will see it it is becoming more of a roundish shape. So we have to dry this again, and once it is dry, we have to again darken the area. Good time to use some dark here also, not completely, just place some darkness here, like that. Okay, like that. I'm drying it now. we have to mix a little bluish purple for this face, and I am leaving a little bit of gap and just impart this darkness here, take it forward, then mix this color with little water and then just form a kind of round, then again take some water and just dab it and put it, so that it forms that roundness, that roundness comes. Okay, so we are just adding more blue. We're just adding more blue to this portion. Okay, let it settle and let it cure over there. And then this portion also there is some darkness, so let's put some purple blue kind of color over here on this portion, and I can see some blue here also, not too much, little bit, so that little bit also has to be seen and applied. We don't have to disturb the yellow here. See, right now whatever it is looking, the background darkness of the grapes is still not there. Once the background is becoming darker, this portion, this is going to glow. Okay, just wait for that thing to happen. So now that we are done with these two, okay, mostly we are done. So I'll work on the pear and the grapes now. So let's start with the pear. So we will take some yellow ochre and then use the crimson and blue color for the darker tone. So crimson blue, more of the blue. Okay, yeah, and then we will now focus on the pear here. Let it go on top of the grapes, because finally the grapes are even more darker. Okay, and let it go like that. So we'll take a little bit of yellow ochre, mix it here, and then we'll along with it we will mix the yellow ochre and crimson mixture here to just create that slow weathering effect or slow fading effect. And on this part also we need that same yellow ochre and this mixture color over here, and there is one shadow of one grape here. Okay, so can you see that there is a shadow of a grape over here? So that I will make it in proper color in a while. Just right now we are just establishing um, the tonal elements which will make it look roundish. So basically this side will be very dark, this side will be less dark than, like little less dark than this side. So we'll add some yellow ochre to this color, put it here, and on the next to it we will just use some lighter colors and just create that halo around it. Okay, and then dry it. What we will do is we will take more of blue add to this color, like we'll increase the concentration of blue color, and again we will do the same thing. We'll just add one more layer. If possible, break it, then it looks even better. We'll take some orange color, like just for variety we'll take some orange and put some orange here. So this portion is going to be a little on the darker side, and then what we will do is we will put a mark which shows as if there is a shadow of the grape here as well as here, like that, and here also. Okay, and then we'll take some brown kind of color and then put the color on the stem. And then use some water and yellow ochre and then try to fade away this color here. The same technique what we are doing, but make sure the concentration of the dark tones is on this side. Please do this much. So now we will work on the grapes. Okay, so for grapes we are going to mix a potent mixture of blue and crimson. Okay, and what we will do is we will work on the left hand side. Got it? We'll work on the left hand side. We'll work in such a way that we'll have to create some sense of roundness. So for which on the topmost side it will be lighter, and on the leftmost side, left side and bottom side, it will be darker. Okay, like this. So you can add some burnt sienna to this also if you want to be very accurate to the color, but mostly with these two colors it should be fine. Then again the same thing. See, now I am going a little darker on the colors and also a little cautious on my brush strokes. So now I will be adding water or some colored water to be precise. Okay, so we'll continue this process. Okay. Try to see the tonal variations, like whatever dark or light variations, small variations you see, try to incorporate that. Like wherever you see some there are some white spots on the grapes, just try to drop in some drops of water. That will create those nice mm, soft uh, marks on the grapes. And the grapes has to be round, don't make it squarish. Oh, these grapes are taking good amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the last leg, which is the shadow portion. So shadow we can use pure blue also, or we can use a mixture of colors. I will prefer pure blue. So what I will do is, so how the shadow is going, I want to use a straight line. Okay, I don't want to show that it's a cloth or something. So it's going like that, and it will cover the entire portion here like that. Okay, and the same thing, it will this the shadow will come here also like that. Okay, getting me?
Yeah.
So you can add some blue and crimson also for this portion. Again, this portion will be darker. Let's dry, you will see the effect. We are left with only a few a few shadows or very dark areas in between a few grapes. Okay, so in between the grapes, uh, one grape is casting shadow on the other, so that sort of uh, that sort of differentiation is needed. See, like this. Okay, so other than that, everything else is done. So we'll be just adding these um, shadow lines, like which grape is standing on top of which one. So that so the one which is one will be standing, and another like that grape will be casting a shadow on the other one. So that kind of effect. So only that is left. See, I'm trying to build a scene wherein one grape is casting shadow on the other. clear?
Yes.
And then I'll just dry this and painting is over. Okay, so understand the process. So it starts from basic throw of colors. Slowly we are going to develop the shades and tones. The colors, uh, like it is better if you keep the colors vibrant. If you keep the colors unsaturated also, then also it's good, then also it will look good only. But because these are loose watercolor, very transparent, so little vibrancy makes it look even better. And then you darken whichever area you feel like darkening, like slowly you increase the darkness, and finally you complete the painting. Once this dries, I will share with you the pictures how it looks. You will find out how nice it looks. Okay, so I think this is done. And hope you learned something nice in a fun way. This is not a very like very traditional approach. Um, this is an approach where we are taking time to arrive to the conclusion using multiple layers, uh, multiple small steps. And but however, the final result is good, so it is worth it. Okay, you guys share your paintings with me. Okay, chalo then.
Yes.
Bye bye. I will also share the final one after drying.